Welcome back to Olympus basketball on OlyTV. I'm Jackson Bodley.
And I'm Lucas Pierce.
And we will be your commentators for what's sure to be a great one tonight, as we've got the 21-1, number 1 ranked Alta Hawks facing off against the 17-3, number 2 ranked Olympus Titans. Both of these teams have been so dominant all year, and now they face off for the third time in 1 year, with Alta winning the previous 2. The first time they met earlier this season, Alta won at home 56-45. It was low scoring for both teams, and both teams struggled to shoot in that one. For Olympus, that 45 points was their lowest offensive output since the state championship game in 2022, where they won 40-31. They could not get anything to go as they shot 5 for 23 from 3 and 17 turnovers and 9 assists for the Titans in that game. Just the offense was not rolling in that one. You got to give credit to Alta's defense for forcing 17 turnovers. As for Alta, they shot under 50%, but they were able to pass well with 16 assists in that game. Jackson Johnson led the way with 20 points and 4 blocks. It was a scrappy game where mistake-free basketball prevailed in that one. And so both these teams since then have not lost. Olympus has won 5 in a row entering this one, and Alta's won 13 in a row since 13 in a row wins entering this game. And on Tuesday, both teams, of course, won. Olympus, they beat Bryan 80-75, and it was a great game for Dutch Dowdell, where he finished with 33 points and 7 made three-pointers on just 8 attempts. As for Alta on Tuesday, they beat West. On the road without Ace Reiser. He did not play in that one due to injury, but they kept rolling. And so now both teams enter this one with a winning streak, and both teams maybe a little injured entering this one. So as for Olympus, Dutch Dowdell, he came up hurt a little bit against Bryan, but he continued to finish the game and, of course, played great. He scored 30 points after the injury. And so we'll see if he's still 100% to go in this one. And as for Alta, it looks like Ace Reiser likely is not going to be able to go today, as we haven't seen him warming up, and he missed the game on Tuesday. So that's a huge miss for the Alta offense, as he does so much for them, scoring and passing. And now we're going to send it over to Lucas for the keys to the game for both teams tonight.
Well, first for Olympus, they need to get off to a fast start, and they can't let Alta get an early lead. When these two played last time, Alta was up 17-6 after the first quarter and never really looked back. With how good Alta's defense is, if you get into that early deficit, you are not likely going to come back. The Titans also need more scoring depth. Only 4 players tallied points at Alta, with Dowdell and Barnes accounting for 75% of those points. If Olympus wants to win, they need more contributors besides the normals. And for Alta, they need to continue their defensive dominance. They're giving up just 52 points per game this season and probably have the best defense in Utah high school basketball, as nobody in Utah has been able to score over 70 against them. Also, the player to watch out for is Jackson Johnson. The University of Utah commit is averaging 17 points per game and is a rebound machine for the Hawks. If Olympus cannot slow him down, Alta will be on its way to be winning the region title in its first season in 5A Region 6.
Yeah, I think you said it well there. Alta, their defense so dominant, and for Olympus, they need those role players tonight to step up, and I especially think step up from deep, because they got Jackson Johnson inside. He had 4 blocks in their last game. He averages 2 blocks a game, and so going inside is tough, and of course, they know Jordy Barnes and Dutch Dowdell can make you pay from anywhere, so they're going to be guarding him close, and the open spots and the chances they're going to have to score points is from deep with the other players, and that's going to be key tonight. And
it always seems with the Titans, if they're hitting from 3, they'll win. If they're not, they lose. And last time against Alta, they were 5 for 23 from 3.
We are going to step aside for a moment here for the national anthem. Then we'll be back on in a couple minutes for starting lineups and tip-off. It's sure to be a great one tonight. Alta versus Olympus once again.
Welcome to Olympus
We'll get your starting lineups, but first we'd always like to give a shout out to our great statistician Jared Larson for all his work he does in getting all these statistics for Olympus. And now we're going to start here with Alta and their starting lineup. At guard is senior wearing number 2, Bo Compton. He had 6 points last game against West. Wearing number 13, playing at the University of Utah next year, number 13, Jackson Johnson. Wearing number 14, Dash Reiser, averages 10 points a game. A senior wearing number 15, Carter Doliak. And finishing out a guard, senior 24, Carter Goodfellow. And now we're going to get the starting lineups for your Olympus Titans. Wearing number 0, a center, coming off a great game with 9 points and 6 rebounds, it's Eli Mayfield. Wearing number 1, just a sophomore, Gavin Lowe. Number 2, the point guard, Jordy Barnes. Number 12, the state's leading scorer, Dutch Dowdell. And finishing it out, a senior, number 32, Reeve Smiley.
Should be a great one tonight. And also we mentioned Ace Reeser is out, filling in for him as Bo Compton.
Yeah, he's a great player, averages 15 points and 6 assists on the year. Alta's definitely going to miss him tonight. In the jump circles, Jackson Johnson and Dutch Dowdell. Each team's leading scorer. And now we are ready to go here at Olympus. Number 1 versus number 2. The tip's going to be won here by Olympus and Barnes. They'll give it up to Reeve. And now Olympus starts. Barnes, deep 3 right off the bat, no good. And rebound goes to Olympus. Reeves open from deep. He fires and he hits it. Reeve Smiley from 3.
And those offensive rebounds, if Olympus can get them, will be so key, especially if they can get those open shots and hit them.
Alta now on offense here, and nearly a turnover as the pass goes towards the sideline. Johnson's guarded by Dutch, and they'll give it up. Doliak, and now a three-pointer taken by Goodfellow, no good. Gavin Lowe up to Dutch, and now Dowdell's going to pass it back out. Reeve pumps, and now Reeve's going to pass it back to Barnes. Olympus gets it inside there. Reeve Smiley puts it up, and it doesn't quite fall. Rims out there.
Unfortunate miss right there. Had a great position for a layup. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, great look there, and that pass goes out of bounds there. But they overthrew it, and a turnover, first turnover of the night for Alta.
And that's the second errant pass Alta has had early in this one. They could be a little rattled.
Whoa, now Barnes and Olympus nearly turns it over themselves, and looks like they will now with the backcourt.
Both teams playing a little sloppy early, which is kind of to be expected considering the magnitude of this game. Probably a bit of nerves on both sides.
Dash Reiser now brings it up for Alta. Just a minute and a half gone. Now it's Compton. Reiser again, he gets a screen this time. Jackson Johnson with it. He steps back into a three-point shot and hits it. A great look and play there by Jackson Johnson.
And you can see that matchup between Johnson and Dowdell is going to likely decide this game. Both are the team's best players.
Yeah, both teams' best player and both teams' tallest player, so they're going to be going at it. Dowdell firing his first shot of the night. Short on that one, but Mayfield gets the rebound. Olympus continuing to get offensive rebounds here early. Barnes now with it. And Reef right back to him.
You can see Alta's defense not letting Olympus get anything going.
Barnes backs him down and lays it up and in. Jordy Barnes, first points of the night there with the layup.
Great drive, and then the no call by the refs when Compton fell down.
And now the first foul is going to be called on the other end, going against Olympus.
And on Olympus's first two offensive possessions, you've seen great things from Eli Mayfield. On the first one, tapping it out to get the offensive rebound, and then the second possession, getting that offensive rebound.
Yeah, he had a great game, huge part of their win last time as a layup goes in there for Doliak, and we're tied again at 5. Barnes wastes no time getting down the lane here. Now he's in trouble, trying to pass out of it, and that one's going to go out of bounds.
Great job on defense right there. Get your hands on the ball, and then Barnes tried to get it to Mayfield but threw it away.
Johnson thought about the 3, now he'll take a mid-range jumper. Long there, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Alta.
And both teams playing a good mix of good offense and good defense so far. No real rhythm, just teams going back and forth.
Olympus back on offense here. It's Low with it. And he loses it out of bounds there. Just a lot of unforced turnovers really by both teams, whether a bad pass or a dribble like that out of bounds.
And you mentioned earlier in the pregame how Olympus had 17 turnovers against Alta, played a big part of them only scoring 45 points.
Dash Riser now he'll step into a mid-range jumper and hit it. Alta now with their first lead of the night. Dowdell, he's open from deep. He'll fire, no good there. And that's the shot you want if you're Olympus. Dutch Dowdell open. Alta's now back on offense. Driving aside and stolen there. Great play by Reef. Now Olympus on the attack here in the fast break. Layups up and in by Low.
And once again, just turnovers by both teams early in this one. This one leads to a fast break for Olympus.
Riser gets it past half court safely. Now deep 3 taken by him. Short on that one. And this was going to be thrown up and saved. A great hustle play there, and now it's going to be turned over. Olympus now has a 2-on-2 fast break. 3-pointer here. Dutch Dowdell pump fakes, fires. No good there, but Barnes with the offensive rebound.
And Dowdell's gotten some good looks early in this one. If Olympus wants to win, they need him to start making those.
You got to think those are going in at some point tonight. Reef's doubled at the baseline and right back to Dutch. And there's going to be a turnover. The defense right there. Dash Riser now resets and they're calling plays. 3 minutes left in the first quarter, still tied here. Barnes guarding him. And now it's Riser in the corner, just 10 left on the shot clock. He drives inside and puts it up and in. Dash Riser's had a great start to the game.
Just a great pump fake from three, got Low a little twisted up, and he was able to drive for the layup.
Olympus down 2 here with the ball. Reef attacks inside. Nothing going there. Now they're going to have to reset with Barnes. Jordy Barnes over to Dutch. Thought about the 3, and now he's in the mid-range. Still, great defense there.
Not letting Olympus get anything from inside.
They have to heave one up there, and Jordy Barnes hits it at the buzzer on the shot clock. Just killer if you're Alta. You stop every single attack, and they throw one up at the buzzer that goes in.
When the shot clock is low, I'm not sure you want the ball in any other's hands than Barnes with his range.
Then they answer with their own three. Carter Doliak hits it. A back and forth first quarter so far. Neither team getting a bigger lead than 3.
And Olympus once again trying to drive, just not able to.
Nearly stolen there, and the layup's missed.
That's Olympus' second missed layup of the game. They had one earlier with Reef Smiley.
And cutting is Doliak inside. He'll lay it up and in. And falling on each other at the baseline, and now Olympus is going to inbound it. Dutch still looking for his first points. Reef has it, now it's into Barnes. Backing him down, and now they're gonna have to pass it out once again. The defense not letting anything up. Barnes is open from 3, he's gonna put it up and in. Jordy Barnes once again hits a 3.
And even though Dowdell hasn't hit his threes early in this one, Barnes has, and that's what's keeping Olympus into the game with his 8 points.
Great sign to see him shooting well from deep, as he shot just 2 for 8 from 3 in their first matchup. Doliak's 3 doesn't go, and now Olympus on the attack. 1 point deficit right now. Reeves taking on Johnson, and it's going to be stolen away. His long arms got in there and poked that one away. 3 points going to be taken there. No good. Rebound Barnes. Gavin Lowe on the attack. And reverse layup goes. Great job there. The length 6'8" by Jackson Johnson tried to block that, but he goes with the reverse and gets the points anyway.
Fantastic move right there, especially to get around Johnson, who's much taller than him.
So Alta likely going to play for final shot here. And never mind. Gavin Lowe gets the steal, and he lays it up and in. Great hustle play there.
And early in this one, Gavin Lowe's just been lethal in the fast break.
Compton hucks one up at the buzzer. No good there. End of the first quarter. Great signs from both teams, and Olympus comes out of it with a 3-point lead.
Olympus able to end that quarter on a 7-0 run, which was much needed. I mentioned earlier they needed to avoid getting down early, as they were down 17-6 at Alta, and this time they have the lead up by 3.
Yeah, 17 points. The most points they've scored. The most points they scored in a quarter in their first matchup was just 15 in the fourth, and so already an improvement in their offense, definitely, especially in the first, like you said, getting out to a hot start, because they were down 17-6 at the end of the first in their first matchup, and here they are up 17-14 in this one.
And what's especially impressive about this is that Dowdell has 0 points right now. So far, it's Barnes and Gavin Lowe leading the way.
Yeah, having their best offensive production that we've seen so far against this great defense without your best offensive scorer and really the best scorer in the state, having him with 0 points is really impressive.
But I think you also have to realize if Olympus wants to win this game, they will need Dowdell to eventually score. I don't know if they can carry without him.
And you expect him to. At some point, he's going to get his points to go. And so that is a great sign already. 6 from Gavin Lowe, 8 from Jordy Barnes. Then, of course, Reeves finally opened the scoring with that 3-pointer. As for Alta, Carter Doliak's had a great game so far. 7 points for him in that first. And just like for Olympus, their leading scorer only had 3 points, Jackson Johnson. So both teams are going to look to those players, I think, in this quarter.
Yep.
Alta starts with the ball here. Goodfellow gives it up now to McKay. Reiser's now guarded by Reeve. He'll get the screen and pass it out to the corner. Driving inside is Goodfellow. Now they're going to reset here. 10 seconds left. Reiser with the ball, and he'll take a deep 3-pointer there. Doesn't fall. Rebound Barnes once again. And
so far, Olympus doing a great job on the boards. They've gotten offensive rebounds and haven't let Alta get too many, if any.
Olympus trying to extend their lead here. And now it's Lowe. Lowe over to Blank. And now it's Dowdell versus Johnson. They get the screen and the switch now. Dowdell attacks Doliak, puts up the mid-range floater. It's good. Dutch Dowdell.
And that could be big for Olympus, being able to get that switch on those screens. Open up some room for Dowdell.
Yeah, the first time he attacked someone different that was guarding him, he scored right there. And Alta got their own switch now as Jackson Johnson's guarded by Blank. They find the cutting Goodfellow, but he can't finish there. Going on the floor is going to bounce around, and Alta has it. Jackson Johnson falling away mid-range, but he hits it there.
Just an impressive shot right there by Johnson,
Now
being able to get it while falling back.
Found his spot, and he put it in. Barnes now with it. Directing players, and now Dowdell fires a three-pointer, and it's good. Dutch Dowdell from three.
And that's big for Dowdell. I think that mid-range shot, which he hit, woke him up a little bit.
The lead now, the biggest it's been for either teams, just 6 points though. Johnson's got Barnes on him, and he'll fade away. It's good. Beautiful touch there on his shot.
Again, we mentioned how the role players had a big first quarter. Now it's Dowdell and Johnson heating up.
Yeah, Johnson was 4 and Dutch was 5 in this quarter. Lowe's had a great game so far. Now it's Barnes with it. Dowdell again, he's guarded by Goodfellow. Foul right there on the drive. And just the first foul on Alta so far. Olympus, they only have one themselves. It's been a clean game so far in the foul department.
And when the refs aren't calling those fouls, the game has a tendency to go much faster than when they are getting called.
Barnes now gives it over to Blank. He drives inside and right back to Dowdell. It's Jordy Barnes now trying to attack Johnson. Olympus looking for something to get going here on this possession. Barnes is now in the mid-range, backing him down, and he's going to try and get in there, and he will.
Once again, Olympus not getting anything in the paint, and that's a steal for Johnson.
Tries to pass it to Dowdell, but instead it's a steal for Johnson. He slams it home on the other end.
And Olympus was trying to attack the paint. They weren't able to once again, and then a great awareness by Johnson to see that pass, and it led to the dunk.
Reef now inside, and he'll give it out to Dowdell. Splits defenders and have to pass it in. A great pass and a great finish. He was off balance, but he got it in there.
Great pass right there. Looking like he was looking to shoot. Ended up passing to Smiley, who got the layup, plus a little bit of contact that wasn't called.
The lead, 2 possessions still for Olympus. As Dash Riser is blocked right there by Gavin Lowe. Lowe with it now on the attack, and they're going to have to slow it down. Good transition defense forces them now. Barnes steps into a deep three-pointer. It doesn't fall, though.
Unfortunate possession right there for Olympus. Lowe had a great block and then had it out there in transition, but Alta caught up to him and ended up leading to a missed three-pointer.
And first time out of the game is going to be taken here by the Alta Hawks. It's been a great second quarter for both teams, really, as no one's getting separation at all, but the lead's grown by 1 for Olympus so far. And the reason for that being Dutch Dowdell getting it going.
And pretty much the difference in this one was a 9-0 run Olympus went on. Alta has been able to cut Olympus's lead back to 4 since then, but both teams just going back and forth right now.
And so now we break huddle here. Alta with the ball, down 4. It's been a fast-paced, high-scoring game so far. Goodfellow gets this one embedded here to Compton. And now they're going to work on Lowe. Back over to Goodfellow, now Johnson. He's sizing up low and fires a three-pointer over the top of him. No good, and rebound's going to be called. Let's see here. And it will be jump ball, it looks like. And so Olympus will get it there with the possession arrow.
Great hustle and effort by both teams to go up and get it, and then a quick tie-up called by the ref.
Olympus back on offense with Barnes with the ball now. They get it into low. He's doubled immediately. And now Blink in the corner. Trying to drive, nothing going. Blink again with it, and he's going to turn it over there. Great steal by Jackson Johnson. Alta on the attack now. Barnes pokes it away, nearly gets a steal. Now they're on the floor, and it's going to be won by Olympus and Dowdell. They throw it up now to Gavin Lowe. He drives inside and lays it up and in. Gavin Lowe, 2 points.
And once again in transition, first off, great effort by Barnes to be able to get that ball off the ground and get it to Dowdell, and then a great assist.
And Lowe's speed's been a huge factor. Each time Olympus gets a steal or maybe a rebound, he's off to the races, and he's had a lot of open fast break chances because of that.
And he's been able to go up for the layup in many different ways, keeping Alta's defense off guard.
Yeah, his athleticism has been on show tonight with his acrobatic layups. A foul is going to be called there on the reach against Barnes, his first of the night. This one's embedded there to Compton now. In trouble, now he'll get it in. Compton lays it up, no good. Rebound by Reef, and Olympus on offense once again. Their defense has been really stellar the past few possessions out of that timeout. Dowdell spinning inside, he'll put it up and in. Dutch Dowdell finds his spot again. He likes that mid-range floater.
So far, shooting in the mid-range accounts for 4 of his 7 points. The Olympus's lead up to 8.
Yeah, their defense has been great the past couple of possessions, and if they get another stop here, then points on the other end, they're in great position early.
Then their defense was great at Alta, just their offense couldn't take advantage of it.
3-point shots taken, no good, but they get the rebound with Doliak, and he can't finish though. Another rebound by McKay, and he'll put that one up and in.
And that's unfortunate for Olympus. You can't let the other team get 2 offensive rebounds in a row, just killer.
Yeah, they had him stopped twice, but they got the rebound twice, and their third shot went up and in. Dowdell, he'll put up a 3-pointer, no good there. And he lost track of him as Gavin Lowe steals it, and another reverse layup. Gavin Lowe putting on a show tonight.
Once again, just a beautiful layup, really keeping Alta's defense off guard. They have no idea whether he's going to reverse or lay it up and in from the left or right.
And that still just caught him off guard, though. Jackson Johnson dribbling up, didn't realize he was coming from behind. Barnes gets a steal there. Jordy Barnes now off to the races. He's going to lay it up there with the foul and one. Jordy Barnes takes the contact.
And the fast break points for Olympus have just been a killer for Alta, as Barnes a little shaken up after that foul.
You hope he's all right there. Took the contact and still finished it. And I think the hustle play so far has been what's won Olympus this game. You've seen them with the tie-ups on the rebounds, going for all those 50-50 balls. And then on defense, they jump in every passing lane if they're close enough, and it's generated a lot of steals. And so they've just been hustling extra hard tonight. The bounce doesn't go, and they'll miss the free throw. The lead now double digits for Olympus, 32-22. Barnes nearly got another steal there. Bo Compton gets it in there, and Dowdell pokes it away almost. And they're going to say last touch by Alta, so Olympus gets it back there with another hustle play.
I mean, just incredible effort by the Titans on defense. They are not letting Alta get any space to be able to pass the ball, and if they're in the passing lanes, they tip it away.
Yeah, anytime the ball is in the air, 2 players are jumping at it. So Olympus, a great second quarter. They've extended their lead by 7 points. A great first half overall, 32 points. They only had 45 the whole game last time they played. And so they're going to play for last shot here.
And if you're Olympus, I think you run it down as far as you can so that Alta doesn't get a chance to score.
And now they're going to take their attack here with 5 seconds left. Reef, no good. He gets his rebound and puts it up again, no good. A third tip goes. He got it off there, it looks like. They're going to count it. Gavin Lowe gets the putback, and Olympus leads this one by 12 at halftime.
And just adding on to Gavin Lowe's great first half, he had 12 points and was really a difference maker for Olympus, a difference maker they didn't have at Alta.
Yeah, what a game! What a first half so far. 2 great teams going at it, and Olympus showed up with the extra hustle tonight, and now they're leading by 12. Dowdell, their leading scorer, only had 7 points in that first half, but their offense still rolling. huge part and huge credit given to Gavin Lowe in that first half. He had about 3 steals, lots of rebounds, and of course 12 points.
Just a great half, and then the pace was excellent too. Both teams really showing why they're the number 1 and number 2 best teams in Utah.
It's been super entertaining to watch so far. Can't wait to see how this one finishes. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the start of the second half. You've been watching OlyTV. Welcome back to Olympus Basketball on OlyTV. I'm Jackson Bodley.
And I'm Lucas Pierce.
We're glad to have you along for this one. It's been a great first half so far. It was tightly contested in that first quarter, 17-14 the lead for Olympus at the end of the first. Then in the second quarter, Olympus outscored Alta 17-8. Their defense was incredible, and their offense kept it rolling, and that's how we got to a 12-point lead for Olympus at halftime. Leading the way has definitely been Gavin Lowe. On defense and on offense, he's made major impacts for Olympus.
And Olympus's defense has just been fantastic on the other end. They held Alta to only 22 points in that first half. Last time these two played, Alta had 28.
Yeah, there's just a night and day difference for Olympus compared to their first matchup and this one. Only 45 points total in that game, 34 in the first half here. And really the difference has been their hustle. They've out-hustled Alta by a lot in that first half, and that's why they had the double-digit lead.
All the tips, steals, and then low speed in the fast break.
Alta will start the second half here with the ball. It's tipped, but they keep it there. Johnson's now working on Reef, and he'll pass it up. Reiser now attacks. A tough contested shot, tipped around, and rebounded by Olympus at the end there.
Nice rebound by Barnes to dribble behind the back and get it, but also Reiser should have passed it onto the corner. Alta had a chance at the open three.
Olympus now on offense for the first time. Dowdell takes a three-pointer, no good. He struggled a little bit, especially shooting tonight, but their offense still rolling without him. If he can get it going, then that's seriously going to be trouble on defense for Alta.
If I remember correctly, he's 1 for 5 from 3.
That one doesn't go there for Compton, and now Barnes brings it up. Dowdell tries another one. That one's perfect. Dutch Dowdell opens the scoring in this half with a three-pointer.
And now that makes him 2 for 6, extends the lead to 15 for the Titans.
Barnes pokes it away. Now he's open on the fast break. Eli threw it down, and Barnes lays it up and in. Olympus 5-0 run early.
And exactly the start Olympus wanted. Did not let Alta have a chance to get back into the game quite yet. And they have a 17-point lead, just so much better than when they were in Alta.
Yeah, nearly just every single time, no matter what you're doing, dribbling, passing, lobbing it up, Olympus is right there poking at the ball, trying to steal it away. You cannot let your guard up at all this entire game, and it's forced a lot of turnovers. Then the thing they do after is once they force it, they're off to the races, and it's got a lot of great looks.
I mean, we've mentioned throughout the season how good Jordy Barnes is at getting those steals, tipping the ball away from the other team. This game has just been further evidence.
Yeah, just a minute into this second half, and Alta calls timeout as Olympus picked up right where they left off.
And Alta, they need to find some scoring quickly. They need to get Jackson Johnson more involved. He only has 7 points right now.
Yeah, and 17 points. In all likeliness, the largest deficit Alta has faced this season. Reiser gets it in now to Doliak. He's working on Mayfield. Now he's in trouble at the baseline, and he'll put it up, and no good there. The putback doesn't fall, and it will fall. It rolls around there at the last seconds.
I think if Mayfield didn't grab onto the net right there, it was going to be goaltending anyway that he did. But if he didn't, I think that would have rimmed out.
Yeah, I was wondering how it rolled on in there, but he pulled the hoop down, and it found its way in, and of course the goaltend for touching the hoop. Barnes with it, and he's going to pass it out to Mayfield. Now he goes back to work with Barnes. Steps back into a deep three-pointer, and he hits it. Jordy Barnes getting everything to go from deep as he steps back into that one.
And Barnes was on fire from 3 in that first half, now with 15 points.
Compton over to Reiser. They'll get it in now to Johnson. He tries to go to work inside, and he will lay it up and in.
Great move by Johnson to get around the defender, lay it up and in.
Barnes and Olympus up by 16 here with the ball. Reef now guarded by Doliak, and they're passing around the perimeter here. Barnes behind the back to Dutch, and he's going to pump fake, drive inside, and can't quite finish there. The help defense came just in time.
That was a great pass by Barnes. Unfortunately, Dowdell kissed it too high off the rim.
And a great layup there from Dash Reiser as he puts that one high off the glass.
You're starting to feel the momentum shift a little bit towards Alta now that they're on a little 4-0 run.
And Olympus needs to respond here, and now they're going to take a three. Reeve Smiley hits it from deep.
Exactly what they needed. And I also mentioned earlier how Olympus needed their role players to come through. Both Gavin Lowe and Reeve Smiley have been great tonight.
Huge contributions for them, and there's going to be a foul called inside for the shot. And it looks like there's going to go against Alta there as Gavin Lowe took a tumble to the floor.
That's the first on Doliak. Gavin Lowe fell to the ground. They got him for the offensive foul.
So another turnover by Alta, and Olympus continuing to increase their lead. Barnes now. Dowdell now is guarded by Compton. He attacks inside with contact and one. Dutch Dowdell inside. Starting to get it rolling for him. He now has 12 points in this one.
Had a height mismatch right there. Decided to attack, able to draw contact and get the bucket. Earlier in the game, Jackson Johnson was guarding him. That switched ever since about the midway through the second quarter. It's been a whole variety of defenders on him.
Free throw goes there, and he has 13. Olympus has 3 players with more than 12 points. The leading scorer for Alta is Carter Doliak with 11, so they got 3 players with more points than Alta's leading scorer, and Barnes nearly steals that one away. Dash Reiser takes a mid-range jumper and hits it. Huge points there for Alta. They got to get things going here.
And Dash Reiser's been great in the mid-range so far this game.
Reef takes his third three-pointer, and it's good as well. Reef hits his third three of the night, and now Olympus up 21. They cannot be stopped on offense. Ball bounces around and falls short, and we're only halfway through the third quarter, and Olympus, they have 17 points in this quarter. They had 17 in both the first and second, and so their offense on fire in this third quarter.
And Alta's offensive output has been pretty good themselves. They've been able to match Olympus, but the problem is that they're matching them. They're not getting any. They're not cutting into the deficit at all.
Dowdell now working on Compton, backing him down, turns, puts it up, doesn't quite fall there.
And he was once again working on that size mismatch with Compton.
Dash Reiser gets past him and puts up the mid-range. The rebound's going to be one out of bounds off of Alta.
Alta isn't happy with that call. From our view, it looked like it probably went off of Olympus, but they called it off of Alta anyway.
So Olympus off of that call will get the ball back here. Their offense so good in this quarter, looking to continue rolling here. It's Barnes now. Barnes tries to get into Dowdell, but Alta touched it there, so it goes out off of Alta.
There's a little bit of miscommunication right there. We saw that a little earlier in the game, first few possessions, but after that it disappeared until now.
Jordy Barnes the inbound, and he'll send it back to Dutch. Gavin Lowe with it. Gets a couple pump fakes, spins inside, contested shot doesn't fall there. And so back-to-back possessions, back-to-back stops for Alta. And now they're going to try and convert it on the other end. Johnson, a great pass and a great finish there by Matt McKay.
Great pass, but first a great pump fake from 3.
The lead down to 17. Lowe's going to be fouled there on the reach and goes against Alta.
And that's Alta's third foul if you're Olympus. You have to wonder if maybe they try to attack the paint a little more, get to that bonus before the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, neither team had any more than 1 foul in the first or second quarter, and 3 for Alta in this third. Barnes working on him, lays it up, and he gets the bounce. Jordy Barnes, acrobatic layup.
Going back to your comments about the fouls, I think the refs have done a great job tonight of just letting two great teams play.
Reiser takes on Mayfield and lays it up and in. Dash Reisers has been a big part of Alta in keeping him within what the score is now. And a great find, and looks like he was pulled there as he tries to go to the hoop, but the no call, and Alta gets it back there, turnover out of bounds.
That was a beautiful pass by Mayfield. It looked like it was going to get to Barnes, but as you mentioned, I thought he was pulled. No call by the refs.
So Alta gets the stop and the lead 17. Dash Reiser inside, 3 defenders there, and he'll pass it out to a Goodfellow who hits the 3 there.
And Alta's right back in this one. Olympus is on a bit of a scoring drought, and Alta's been on fire on their offense. It leads only 14.
Yeah, just 2 points in the last 2 minutes for Olympus. And like you mentioned, Alta's cut into that lead, and there's the 4th foul against Alta this quarter.
The Alta fans, again, not happy with that call, but it is called, and now Olympus gets the ball back.
Barnes is going to inbound here. Nothing going, and he'll find Dutch at the last second. Shadell dribbling around. Under a minute to play in this 3rd quarter. The offense for Olympus still rolling. The whistle's blown here, and it wasn't a timeout. They're going to go to the scores table and check something out here. Not sure whether it's player fouls count or a team foul count, maybe if they're at 5 or not. That could be it.
Looking like they are talking to statistician Jared Larson.
Yeah, and it's the clock that will be reset there. Jordy tries to throw that one up to Gavin Lowe, but it goes out of bounds, a turnover.
I understand trying to get it into the paint right there. I don't really understand why you would throw it to the smallest player on the floor, though. It just doesn't make quite that much sense. And Alta once again with the stop. Now they have a chance to get this within 12 or 11.
Yeah, as they finish the game here, if the this 3rd quarter, if a couple baskets, that'd be huge. And that one's going to be stolen away. Gavin Lowe throws it up to Barnes behind the back pass. And Shaldell looked like he was a lot of contact there, but Alta gets the stop and stolen right back by Olympus, and that one's going to be called for a foul. And it's going to be, I think, a kick against Alta.
I mean,
or now they switch it to Alta ball. I don't know what happened there. A lot of fouls that seem something should have been called or something shouldn't have been called.
I don't really understand either. On that layup that Olympus missed right there, they had rocked the backboard. I thought maybe they would get Alta with a goaltend, but they did not, and both teams are a little fed up.
And a 3-pointer is going to be hit there by Alta. A huge play, and now all the momentum on Alta as the lead's down to just 11.
And for Olympus, you need to get some points here, and then I think you need to calm down during this 4th quarter. I think Barnes just needs to huddle them up, calm down a little bit. The energy in this gym is quite high right now.
After that crazy sequence there, Barnes, that's going to be a kickball there, tries behind the back pass, and so now 4.7 seconds, and they're going to try an inbound here. And I think the craziest thing is Jackson Johnson was not on the court for that run by Alta, and their best player was off the court, and maybe that was what helped him because he's so tall and the speed for Olympus was able to cause him troubles, and that helped.
Now he's back on the court to defend Dowdell as they try to open him up.
Dowdell does get the inbound. He fades away, short on that one, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter here. A quarter of runs there as Olympus started the quarter up 12, extended the lead all the way up to 21. Then Alta finishes it strong there in the final 3.5 minutes.
And for as good as that 3rd quarter started for Olympus, it ended just as bad. Alta has all the momentum going into this 4th quarter. Olympus needs to find something on offense.
Yeah, their lead only 11 now. Against a team like Alta, you want that. You'd feel a lot more comfortable if it's higher than just 11.
And this fourth quarter, I think a lot of it will be about handling the moment, handling the pressure, handling the energy, because this gym is just electric right now with both fan bases riled up with the refs and then supporting their own teams.
That's number 1 ranked Alta playing number 2 ranked Olympus. Stakes can't be higher, and what a game we have. And here we go, the final 8 minutes. Excited to see how this one finishes here.
Hey, and we might actually get a close one here at Olympus. Haven't had many of those this year.
Olympus so dominant at home over the years. And so Olympus, they only scored 2 points in the final 4 minutes of that quarter, and so they need their offense to find that rhythm again.
Alta ended that quarter on an 11-0 run. They're still on it if Olympus doesn't score right here.
Barnes takes it inside and lays it up and in. Opens the scoring in the quarter right there, Jordy Barnes.
And great layup right there, especially responding to Alta student sections, who was calling him out a little bit.
Lowe pokes it away, nearly gets it there. Goodfellow now tries, and he will get the pass in there to Compton. Goodfellow back with it. Tries to get it in and swatted away by Reef.
Once again, Olympus just doing a great job at swatting balls away in this game, leading to many steals and then lots of inbounds plays.
Carter Doliak to inbound, or excuse me, Goodfellow inbounding now. Reiser steps back into a three-pointer. That doesn't fall. He's had a few good looks, but hasn't made a three yet. Johnson gets the rebound, though, and they're back on the attack. He tries to pass it in there, but he drops it out of bounds. Carter Doliak was open.
And Alta was able to utilize their size right there, get the offensive rebound. Doliak couldn't hang on to the pass by Johnson. And Olympus gets the ball back, now looking to extend their lead once again.
Gavin Lowe brings it up, and now it's Barnes. Barnes to Dowdell. Dutch working on him, he'll pass it over to Mayfield. Olympus is looking for something here. Lowe with it, he'll attack and take on Jackson Johnson. Spins, and he gets past him. Gavin Lowe, what a move there to get past maybe the best defender in the state.
I mean, simply incredible. He was great on the fast break, and then just to get the spin, and now nearly the steal.
What a game for Gavin Lowe, and now they get the steal, but a foul instead's called. They're gonna get Gavin Lowe for his second personal foul there on the reach.
Looked like if they were gonna call anything right there, it would have likely been a tie-up, but they ended up getting Olympus with the foul.
Lowe guarding him tightly. His defense been incredible tonight. And now they pass it over to Reiser. Reiser is poked away and stolen right on cue. Gavin Lowe makes a defensive play.
Just
and
like the first possession where Alta got the ball back.
Barnes now in the mid-range. Back to Lowe. Let's see if he attacks again, and he gets him with the pump fake inside. Layup doesn't quite fall.
One of the few he's missed today. He's been great at changing the way he goes up with the layups. Just couldn't get the spin on that one.
And Jackson Johnson now in trouble as he nearly gets it stolen away. He finds the open player, and Goodfellow puts it up and in.
And one thing for Olympus, I think they've rattled Johnson a little bit. His body language is kind of frustrated, I would say. He's been talking back with Olympus a little bit as well, so just something to watch out for.
Yeah, well, Jackson Johnson, he opened the scoring for Alta after he hit that three-pointer. He turned and shushed the Olympus bench, and since then he hasn't gone much. And really what they do is whenever he gets the ball, they bring two players, usually whoever's guarding him, either Gavin Lowe or Jordy Barnes, and they're just swiping at the ball the whole time. And so what he's done in the past few possessions is looked for the pass, and they've had cutters that go to the rim, and they've had a few little success there.
But also with that, Olympus has been able to tip the ball away, specifically Lowe and Barnes, before he's able to make that pass, leading to fast break opportunities.
Yeah, really just the whole game, the hustle play for Olympus has been huge. Barnes has been great defensively, and their leading scorer leads all scorers in this game with 19 points. Olympus, they have 4 players in double figures in this one, and those are also the only 4 players that have scored for Olympus.
I mentioned how they needed more scoring depth. I mean, they've gotten that with Lowe and Reef Smiley, but also they have the same amount of players who have scored as the last time.
Yeah, just the same 4 players scoring, but they're scoring a lot more. (56-45) the final last time. It's 57-44 right now with lots of time left, and one right there by Reef Smiley.
And also, whenever Olympus has been able to get into the paint, a lot of the times they've drone the contact, and then they've also made the layup, leading to quite a few 3-point opportunities.
Yeah, almost every free throw has been an and one this game. Reef gets the free throw there. He now has 14.
And in these final 5 minutes, Olympus is looking to be the first team in the state of Utah to score over 70 points against this feared Alta defense.
And that goes out of bounds there. Looks like last touch by Olympus. Yeah, Alta, like you said, so dominant. And they haven't lost to a team inside the state of Utah since February 9th of last season. And they only had 2 losses against an in-state team last season. So tough to beat them, and Olympus in great position here, up 16. That's tipped and stolen away. Gavin Lowe once again. How many times have we said his name tonight? Barnes to Dowdell. He'll step into a deep 3-pointer and hit it. Dutch Dowdell gets it going there in the 4th quarter with the 3.
And Olympus just starting to assert their dominance. As Alta was starting to come back, they've really turned it on, getting steals and then also hitting their shots. The lead's now 19.
Yeah, great start to the 4th quarter for Olympus as their lead, like you mentioned, grown now. And that's going to be a foul in there. It goes against Phil Blank.
Bit of a reach in right there. Looked like he got all ball, but they do end up calling it. Maybe he hit the arm a little bit.
And so Doliak tries to get it in and stolen away. Gavin Lowe, he has it now, driving down the court over to Dowdell. He fires a 3. It's good. Dutch Dowdell from 3.
I mean, great shot by Dowdell, but that was just made possible by Gavin Lowe once again. Really his best game of the season, I have to say.
That's a great finish there, Dash Riser. His scoring's he's their leading scorer now with 14 points.
And with him being the leading scorer, I just think that shows how good Olympus's defense has played tonight.
Reef thought about the 3, and now he's going to pass it back to Barnes. Just 4 minutes left in this game. Olympus by 20. Low back to Barnes, and it looks like Olympus taking their time here, trying to burn this game away. Barnes puts it up with contact, no foul, but he gets it to go.
And that's like 3 or 4 straight possessions where Olympus has been able to make their baskets. Alta just cannot find any answers on defense.
And a legal screen right there as he moves into the body of Gavin Lowe. Goes against Doliak, turnover Alta.
Jackson Johnson coming back in, and if Alta wants any chance at making this game close, they need him to start scoring and scoring fast.
Yeah, they tried the full court press, but Olympus beats it, and now they're bringing it with all the double teams trying to get these still here. There it is, Jackson Johnson, he'll get it over. No, it's going to be stolen away. Pass took too long to get there. Johnson now. And he's going to be doubled. They get it over. 3-pointer taken by Goodfellow and hit. Carter Goodfellow gets the 3 there.
Great additional pass right there to get it to Goodfellow. He hit the 3, but also for Olympus, the one thing you can't do is turn the ball over just like that.
Yeah, they're trying these long passes out of the double team, and they've stolen it back-to-back plays. Now that they missed it, they get the rebound and a foul on the reach there.
And for Olympus, I think they just need to slow down on offense. I know they're trying to beat the full court press, but these long passes probably aren't the answer in a game where you have a 19-point lead. Just get it across court and waste the clock down.
Yeah, they're in a great position so far. 19-point lead, 2.5 minutes to go. There's another timeout taken by Alta. It's a sellout crowd here tonight to watch number 1 versus number 2. And has it delivered?
You got a good crowd from the Ozone tonight, one of the best ones of the season. And then you see all the parents that are here too. It's not normally this full here.
Yeah, the scoring balance for Olympus, they've had their usual 4 do it tonight. Gavin Lowe with 14, Reef Smiley with 14, Dutch Dowdell with 19, and Jordy Barnes leads all scores with 21. Their leading scorer in their last game had 15 points, and they pretty much have 4 players with 15 here.
I mean, you're just seeing a huge difference. They only hit 5 threes at Alta. Tonight they've hit
it's like 10 right there.
9, yeah.
Doubled it.
Alta gets the ball out of this inbounds. I think it'll be interesting to see if they attack the paint really quickly or set up for an open 3.
Bo Compton gets it in. They do attack the paint. No good. Ball on the floor and won by Johnson and stolen away. Foul or jump ball. Oh, and so Alta gets it back.
Once again, just great hustle by Gavin Lowe to get in there and tie it up with Johnson.
Yeah, anytime Johnson brings it down low, they're swiping on it just like that, and foul called. He's got the height advantage, but when he brings it down to the other players' levels, they're able to get the steals.
And in the second half, I think you've seen a bit more foul calls, but I also think there's been a lot more physicality and a lot more contact between the two teams.
Yeah, the energy in this building just keeps rising. They try and get it in, bouncing around. Now they have it. Over to Compton, his 3-pointer there. No good, rebound Reef. He's off to the races now. 2-on-1 fast break. Reef Smiley lays it up and in.
Great job taking it down the court, able to beat the defender and lay it up and in.
Steps back into a deep 3-pointer. It's long there. Reef gets the rebound. He's off to the races again. Now he'll slow it down and bring it out so they can take some clock off here. Barnes has it.
And Olympus has eclipsed 70 points tonight, as I mentioned, the most scored by a team in the state of Utah against Alta.
In a long while. And you really feel like if there was one team to do it, it would be Olympus. They average the most points out of any team in Utah, 75 a game. That 3 from Lowe doesn't go, though. On the attack, it's going to be up, no good. They get the rebound, fouled on that putback.
And I think tonight you've just seen an angry, fed-up Olympus team who is tired of losing to Alta. I think that's been evident on the court tonight, and they really wanted to get this one.
And I think they're tired of that. Alta, likely, unless they lose to Brighton on Tuesday, is going to win this region. That Olympus won 11 of the last 12 years, and they come in, and win it. So they wanted to come out and make a statement, and like you said, lost them 2 times in a row. And so likely to go down as a 20-point win here tonight.
In Alta, they had a chance to win the region tonight. Likely weren't able to do that. And so great job by the Titans prolonging that, giving them a chance to live another day.
And we mentioned it pregame, but Ace Reiser did not play here tonight for Alta. He's a huge part of their team, and so they're definitely going to need him for their next game against Brighton and for playoffs. That one's going to be stolen there. So Olympus struggling against this full court press, as they will get it now to Dutch. He'll attack, lay it up, and one. He gets the contact and lays it up and in. He's now over 20 points.
Just another and one opportunity for Olympus. Dowdell's been great tonight, I think, especially in the paint and mid-range.
Yeah, he now has 21 points, close to his season average, 24 points a game. And a foul. Olympus, Alta's in the bonus, and so with that foul, they get free throws here.
And if you're Gavin Lowe, I don't think there's much you can do there. It looked like you were just guarding him. Refs did call for the foul, and now Alta's at the free throw line. But with the time being at 57.6 seconds, it doesn't matter at this point.
So at the free throw line, it's Zach Piepke. He has 3 points in this game. The student section chanting for Ty DeWall, a fan favorite to get in here against Alta. They'll get the first free throw.
It would be quite the feat for Olympus to be able to play their reserves at the end of a game against the #1 team in Utah.
Yeah, 21-1 Alta. Their one loss came in Arizona to an out-of-state team. Does Shaldell, and whistle, looks like it's going to be a foul right there as he drives it down the court.
Olympus not quite in the bonus yet. They'll get the inbounds here, and then we'll see if Alta decides to foul to prolong the game anymore, or if they will just let the time run out.
Barnes guarded tightly. He's picked up his dribble, now he'll get it over to Reef. Fouled right there, and now they're in the bonus. 2 free throws coming Olympus' way. And there they are, the Olympus emptying the bench here, putting in 5 seniors it looks like. Or excuse me, there will be 1 junior as Jack Evans will be joining them. First free throw's good there. Number 4, Ty DeWall, number 11, Tommy Blank, number 10, Carson Soph, and number 20, Landon Howell check in. Of course, Jack Evans waits here for this free throw, and it's missed there. Jackson Johnson attacks inside and one. A great play at the end of the game there.
And for Olympus, this is just great to be able to, albeit for only 42 seconds, it's great to be able to sit your starters after they played so well.
Yeah, they deserve it. They spent so much energy tonight with all their hustle plays, playing the whole game like you just said. The 3 won't go, and rebound Olympus. Now they can dribble it out, and Alta gonna get the jump ball called there. Olympus possession. They're playing to the final whistle here. Jack Evans gets the inbound, and he's doubled. They'll give it over to Ty DeWall, and now Olympus breaks the full court press. It's into Carson Soph, and he gets it back to Landon. Now a 3-pointer taken by Tommy Blank, no good. And it's tipped away. Olympus gets it back here, 10 seconds left.
They're able to just run the clock out, looks like.
They do try and get it over there, play until the end, both teams, and that is it. Olympus at home knocks off the #1 team in Utah, the Alta Hawks. They win this one 74-55, and for the first time since February 9th of 2023, Alta has lost to an in-state team, and it was the Olympus Titans.
And just a great game by everyone tonight, specifically Gavin Lowe. I think he was the difference maker on defense and on offense, getting all those fast break opportunities, layups, and then tipping the ball and getting the steals.
Yeah, definitely a huge shout out tonight to Gavin Lowe and really everyone for Olympus, but especially him. He had so many steals on defense, and he put it all in on offense, scoring 14 points. Dutch Dowdell, he struggled a little bit to shoot tonight, but he still finishes as a team leading scorer with 22 points tonight. Barnes had 21, and Reese Smiley finished with 16.
And I think tonight showed that these two teams are clearly in a league of their own. Olympus able to be, again, the only team in the state of Utah to beat Alta in a calendar year. And then, so if these two meet in the state championship, oh, what a game that will be. Yeah,
it sort of feels like these two teams all year, especially after last year's semifinal matchup, have been on a collision course to meet up in the state championship. Alta joined Region 6 this year, and with the win on Tuesday, they will win Region 6. And they split the season series. Both teams won the home game, and hopefully we get to see this one more time in the state championship. It's been a great one tonight. I'm Jackson Bodley.
And I'm Lucas Pierce.
Thank you so much for watching this one. We hope to see you on Tuesday for senior night as Olympus hosts the East Leopards. We'll see you then.